Yes, we're reviewing a classic, so please stick around. Welcome back, everyone. So, it's been a while since I messed around with a simple product. And it doesn't get much more simple than a Nalgene bottle. Now, I have what I call my Go Pack, which is like a overnighter or a day pack, and it has a pocket in the side which is for a water bottle like an Nalgene bottle. And for a very long time my go-to bottle was this old Swiss Gear. Now I just use it to hold plastic pellets because I don't know if it has BPA contamination. You know, I don't know. I probably poisoned myself at this point. Who knows? But I thought to myself, I'd like to get a replacement for it. I wanted a real Nalgene bottle, and I found this one, which is a glow-in-the-dark one. How cool is that? From Nalgene, made in the USA. Graduations on the side. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get that... There's like a plastic wrapping on here. We're going to get that off with this. There we go. There we go. Give you a look at that UPC before I tear it off, though, just in case. Okay, you see that? Alright. Let me get this tore off here. So we just have the bottle. Alright. Pretty plain, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We got our graduations, our measurements. Alright. Now let me give you a little bit of history on these bottles. It was formed back in 1949 by the chemist Emanuel Goldberg in Rochester, New York, to produce plastic lab equipment. Now they were producing like beakers, test tubes, all kinds of stuff out of different plastics. Well, by the 1950s, people who had worked with that equipment were taking it into the outdoors and using it as containers in the outdoors because they were very rugged and they were very lightweight. So, it wasn't long before the Nalgene company figured that out and started producing outdoor bottles and equipment. Now, these modern Nalgene bottles are pretty cool. They are made of Triton, which is a polycarbonate. Alright, if you look at the bottom here, you'll see there's a 7 on the recycle symbol, and below that, BPA free. 7 means other plastic, and specifically these are Triton. Still made in the USA, one of the few things it is. Liter and ounces graduations on the side, which is very helpful. Now, to give you an idea, polycarbonate, if it's made properly, is pretty tough stuff. They make it in layering to make bullet-resistant glass. Okay? Now, some really cool features. We have a nice wide mouth, which is good. You could fill this up with, you know, if you're just going out for the day, your water and throw a bunch of ice cubes in there during the summer. That's very nice. Wide mouth also allows you to get in here with a brush and clean it out when you need to. So, pretty cool. Usually these bottles are pretty inexpensive. I bought this one on Amazon for $11.99. In a store like REI or a camping store that has them, usually you can get them for right around 10 bucks or $1 more, right in that price range. They're dishwasher safe, and Nalgene gives you a lifetime guarantee. So if you do happen to break these bottles, you just got to get in touch with Nalgene, and usually you can get a replacement. Alright, now there's a lot of aftermarket stuff too you can get with a Nalgene bottle. There are what's called a splash guard that you can put inside here. So if you're drinking while walking, you're less likely to end up wearing what you're drinking. Another nice little hack with these is take boiling water. You can put boiling water in here and shove this in a sleeping bag and help warm a sleeping bag up in extreme weather, which is a very cool hack. Back to the graduations on the side of the bottle, you can use that as a measuring cup out in the field for cooking and stuff like that. But what you can especially use this for is water purification. Now, most water purifications is set up to purify 32 ounces or 1 liter, which would mean you just fill this up and throw your tablets in. However, that is not true for all. Now, there's a product out there called AquaTabs, and they recommend that if you got dirt, silt, stuff like that in the water, that you would pre-filter the water through a handkerchief or a bandana, and their tablets are recommended for a higher chlorine content to kill everything at 750 milliliters. So you would fill this right here and throw, if you're using AquaTabs to purify water. Okay, so that for me is a good reason to have graduations if you're using that method. If not, then they really don't matter. Another nice little hack that you can do with this bottle is you can take a headlamp, like I got my WowTech H01, and we can go ahead and put this headlamp on here. Alright. And of course it's fighting me like ridiculously. Alright, so I got the headlamp on there with the beam focused in. Let me turn off the lights in here, and we will make a nice little improvised lantern. So you'd come in here and you'd hit the on switch, and now we have a lantern. And the other added bonus of this is, because this is a glow-in-the-dark bottle, let's say you'd have that on for a while and you'd turn it off, well, now it's going to glow in the dark and you'll be able to see it in the dark. So if you need to take a drink or turn it back on as a lantern, oh, see that flipped around on me, that you could find it. Alright, let me get the lights back on here. So, nice little bit of kit. Let me grab my day pack, throw it up here, and stick it in the pocket. And that's pretty much how I would roll with it. Pretty simple. You know, it's a bottle. But what else can it be used for other than the obvious? Well, one of the things you can do, and I've seen a lot of people do this, is they'll take a bottle like this and they'll pack it full of things you would need in a disaster or worst case scenario. Fire starters, maybe a small folding knife, cordage, you name it. Just pack it full of stuff. Then when you need it, everything's dry, everything's self-contained, you can pull it out, and you still have a bottle to carry water in. You know, and let's face it, Nalgene bottles been around a long time. People have been using them in camping and backpacking for a long time. The stuff I'm talking about really just scratches the surface. They're great little bottles. And like I said, I got this one because I wanted a glow-in-the-dark one for my own use with my day pack, my go bag. And that's pretty much all I got to say about it. You know, we will come back at a different time, probably 6 months to a year from now, and we will see what my experience is with the Nalgene. Did it stand up? Did I break it? I don't know. This is just an initial review. I'm putting a tremendous amount of force on it, trying to crush it, and it's not deforming at all. This bottle is tough. You know, it's pretty decent thickness. So I'm going to give this a good wash, and then I'm going to start using it. But if you're in the outdoors at all, you need a container for your water. Be it this, a canteen. I've got multiple different containers. I've tried a little bit of everything, and this is my latest. And that's all I have to say on this. Really short, quick, to the point. And thank you for watching. I'll see you later out in the woods.